They told us not to stray from the group. Not because we'd get lost, but because sometimes things find you first. This happened 2 years ago, on a school-organized spelunking trip to a cave system in Tennessee. I was 17. It was one of those adventure learning programs where students from different schools sign up for hands-on experiences. I didn't know anyone there, except my buddy Josh. And honestly, I wasn't even that into caves. I just wanted to skip classes for a few days. The cave was massive. A cold breath hit us the moment we stepped inside, and everything immediately felt damp and muffled, like the world above had been sealed off behind us. There were about 12 of us, plus 2 guides, both ex-park rangers supposedly, and they kept repeating the same warnings. Stay close. Don't leave the marked route. If you hear something, don't investigate. Call out. I remember laughing at that last one. What, like cave ghosts? I whispered to Josh. But around 40 minutes in, I stopped laughing. We had been exploring a narrower passage that dropped into what the guides called the cathedral, a wide, echoey chamber with a shallow underground stream. We were supposed to regroup there, rest for a bit, and then head back out. But somewhere along the way, I slowed down. I think I was messing with my helmet light, or maybe I stopped to tie my boot. The group kept moving. By the time I looked up again, they were gone. I wasn't that far behind, maybe just a minute or two. I could still hear echoes of voices, faint and distant. So I hurried forward, letting the beam from my helmet light sweep over the rocky walls. That's when I heard it. Not voices, not footsteps. Growling. Low, guttural, too deep to be human. It echoed off the stone in a way that made it hard to place, like it was everywhere and nowhere at all once. I froze. "Josh?" I called. "This isn't funny." Silence. Then another sound. Scraping. Like claws. Or maybe someone dragging something heavy over rock. I should have turned back. I know that. But something kept pulling me forward. Not curiosity, something closer to dread. Like if I didn't move, it would come to me instead. I followed the passage into a side chamber I didn't remember from the map. The air got colder. My breath came out in shallow fogs. My footsteps sounded too loud. The light from my helmet flickered once, and then came back. And there, on the ground, I saw it. A pile of clothing, still folded, still warm-looking. A jacket, a pair of jeans, socks, and a helmet, just like mine. No dust, no mold. It couldn't have been there long. Right next to it sat a camcorder, still recording. Its little red light blinked steadily in the dark. I picked it up, pressed the playback button, and nearly dropped it when the video began. The screen showed a boy, pale, sweaty, breathing hard. He was whispering something. "If you find this, don't look at it. Don't let it see you. I thought it was a bear. It's not. It mimics." Then the sound of stone scraping. The boy turned toward the noise slowly, and the footage cut out. No scream, no blur of motion, just gone. I was still staring at the camera when I heard something shift behind me. I spun around, nothing. But the air changed. Heavier. As if something massive had just entered the room. I couldn't see it, but I felt it. And then I heard my name. Clear as day. My full name. in my mother's voice. It echoed down the corridor behind me. But my mom was hundreds of miles away. I ran. I didn't care if I twisted an ankle or hit my head. I ran. Full sprint. Through the narrow tunnels, scraping against the stone, heart jackhammering in my chest. I nearly barreled into one of the guides rounding a corner. He looked startled and then pale when he saw my face. He asked what happened. I didn't answer. I just pointed. He and the others went to check. I begged them not to, but they said it was probably just an old camera left behind. They came back 15 minutes later, empty-handed. There was no pile of clothes, no camera, just an empty chamber. I know what I saw. I held that camcorder. I watched the footage. I heard my mother's voice in a place she couldn't be. We left the cave soon after. I didn't sleep that night. Neither did Josh. He said I looked like I'd aged 10 years when I came back. A few weeks later, I tried to look up missing persons reports for that area. Found 2 that fit the age and rough description of the boy I saw on the tape. Both cases unsolved. Both disappeared inside that same cave system. I haven't been underground since. Sometimes I still think about what the boy said in the video. Don't look at it. Don't let it see you. The problem is, I think it already did.